Well, I know as a child I was extremely shy, what I would call pathologically shy. Um, like when I left a sweater at school and my mother drove me back to the building, I refused to get out of the car to go in and ask for the sweater. And over the years, and actually I guess after our parents died and we were going through their things, began to put together a timeline of their lives and came to the conclusion, or the Holy Spirit revealed to me, that probably I was infested with the spirit of fear before I was born. That my mother was carrying me during World War II, and while she was pregnant with me in the summer, she lost her father to a tragic train wreck. And then a few months later, her husband, who was military, was sent overseas. And then another month or two after that, her only sibling, her brother, was shot down over the South Seas. And then a month after that, I was born. So that's where, the Holy Spirit revealed to me that I'd been infested with the spirit of fear my whole life, and that's where that pathological shyness came from. Well, married and had all our children, and now the Lord had been dealing with that fear over the years. Because, once you belong to Him, He takes you on this journey. And so I know that I had dealt with fear at different times. Early in our marriage, we dealt with the dark basement and overcame, because the Lord said, okay, there's a noise down there. We're going to go down there and just see what it is. So we did that. When we tackled fear of big crowds, the Lord asked me, what's the worst thing that could happen? And after I thought what I thought the worst thing was, He said, could you do that for me? And you say, oh, well, yes, Lord, I could do that. So we went and did it. Even more recently, I got very fearful of driving, particularly driving at night or something. And the Lord took me into a session of rebuking and casting out fear. Say, we're not going to limit your life like that. So that's it. And different ministries over the years have led to release. At one point, I went through Greater Hope's program. Well, it wasn't for fear that I went to that program. Greater Hope's program, their long program, which is about 6 months, is aimed for those with sexual and relational brokenness. So I was dealing with things from childhood that were also affecting other areas of my life, and fear just happened to be one of the things that, when you get released in other areas, it just affects. Well, fear is Satan's tool. So fear affects relationships, not only with the Lord, but with other people. You can't develop or reach out, or you're kind of restricted in what you can do if you're afraid. You don't try new things. And I'm still not going to do skydiving, but at this age, I think that's prudence.